Hello everyone, and welcome to our weekend reflection brought to you by Spirit Juice Studios. This week in the Gospel we focus on Matthew chapter 18. Peter asked Jesus a very poignant question. How many times must I forgive my brother? Jesus is saying an infinite number of times. And then he tells the story that is an incredible metaphor. And basically he tells the story of a king who has a servant who owes a huge debt, but the king is moved with compassion and the debt is forgiven. Further down the story, we see that this servant to a fellow servant, same level, he throws him in prison, tries to choke him, and when the king finds out, he is very, very upset. What Jesus is laying out for us there is the relationship that exists between God and humanity. The Trinity is the king, and we are the servants who owe a tremendous debt that we cannot pay. And yet, on our own level, with fellow human beings, we struggle to forgive. In Sirach, in the first reading, it's the same thing, that we need to be able to overlook faults. We don't want to hear that, right? We don't want to hear that because it doesn't satisfy the flesh. But the God kind of love is the kind from the cross, where Jesus looks down and says, "Forgive them, Father, they know not what they do." You can try to justify your unforgiveness or your vengeance, but the reality is when you look at the cross, how can you possibly justify holding on to any unforgiveness or seeking vengeance against another person? Every time we go to confession, every time we ask for forgiveness, it's given. Our sins are cast as far as the east is from the west. I challenge you this weekend, if you go to Mass and pray the Our Father, anyone who prays the Our Father, pay attention to that part. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Think about what you're praying there. Only forgive me to the extent that I'm willing to forgive other people. I know these are challenging words, but my brothers and sisters, this is the path that we are called to walk on. This is perfected love.